Hello, I'm Jeff Smith. I thought it was important to take a moment and reflect on the loss of a Toledoan this week. Ashley Fonseca, also known as Ashley Morris, was just 10 when Toledoans learned of the tragic day in 1998 that changed her life. We're about to show you the story that we put together 2 years ago, marking the 25th anniversary of that tragic day. Ashley was brave that day 2 years ago, brave enough to meet with me and photojournalist Paul Kwapik, honoring her mother who died in a violent attack. Sadly, this week, Ashley's life was cut short, and by all indications, it was an act of domestic violence. We mourn her, and we pray that she is now at peace. Here's our story from February 13th, 2023. Monroe and Secor, one of Toledo's busiest intersections. It's seen its share of traffic and crashes and demonstrations over the years, but nothing compares to what happened here 25 years ago. It was February 13th, 1998, one of Toledo's most violent and tragic days. And although the horror of that day ended in this spot, its impact has never gone away.
Man, calm down. Tell me what's going on. There's a guy that just pulled in the backyard. He has got a knife.
You know, there's not a Friday the 13th that goes by that it doesn't come back into my mind.
Hey, dispatch, we got people all over this place. They're panicking.
And it still feels fresh. You know, I was old enough to still remember everything, so I was 10. I can remember everything, like everything.
Ashley Morris was 10 when the man stalking her mother repeatedly stabbed her.
Like if I can replay it again, like I'm there. I remember every little detail.
Joe Chappell worked with and was obsessed with Ashley's mom, Vivian Morris, and he couldn't handle the rejection. That Friday afternoon, he attacked Ashley first.
I got stabbed 14 times. I remember, you know, I got all the scars everywhere. Like after that, I had it's called like mitral valve prolapse, I guess, trauma to the heart. So I had like heart problems, and I got like tendon problems from getting stabbed in my tendons.
He then went after Ashley's brother Adam before wounding her mom so badly she would later die in an ambulance.
You gotta calm down, Louie. We can't understand you. Watson Road, just north of Savannah Avenue. 2 ambulance drivers been shot with a shotgun.
Chappell wasn't done. He ambushed the ambulances carrying Morris and her kids, shooting 2 first responders.
I turned to the left, and all I saw him was doing was aiming the shotgun at me, and next thing I know, I was flying through there.
He shot and killed 21-year-old Brandy Williams when she wouldn't give up her truck to him.
Was it with a shotgun?
I think my son thinks it was a shotgun.
And then the final scene, the chaos, when Toledo police shot and killed him.
They shoot out the back window. You're just looking. There he goes. Shots fired. Shots fired. Put this down.
When you Monday morning quarterback this, do you just rack your brain and think, my God, how in God's name could there be that evil in our town, and how could something like this play out in Toledo, Ohio?
Well, I got to tell you, it's a fact that there's evil in the world, and we're always going to have it. It doesn't matter where you're at. You can be in the safest place in the world, and bad things can happen.
Former Toledo Police Chief Jack Smith was one of 2 officers who shot and ended Chappell's trail of terror. Captain Joe Heffernan was just a rookie.
And everybody just did everything they could to get that guy that day. We knew that if we let him continue, it was going to end up in
more loss of life,
more carnage. He wasn't going to go down easily.
The last 25 years have not been easy for Ashley. She's been strong ever since she was a kid. A tattoo on her hand showing she's a survivor. A constant reminder of her mom on her shoulder. She stays in Toledo to be close to her mom and the baby she lost. A tattoo for that baby on the left arm. She knows she had friends and classmates who loved and supported her. But still, there are days now that are tougher than others.
You know, because back then, a lot of stuff that happened to me didn't happen often, you know, like it does now. Back then, it was like, murders like that happen once in a blue moon in Toledo, you know. Now it's like all the time. So when I hear like stories like that happen like that, it brings back memories. Or I'm like into big documentaries and stuff, so sometimes I like to watch it just because I feel like that's happened to me. Like, it's not just me.
What would you say to her now 25 years later?
Well, I'm glad she survived, and I hope she uses her life to be a person that can bring out that message that you can survive something like this, and be a vessel for good.
They and the other families involved, they're always in my prayers. It was tragic. It was an incredible load for those two kids to carry the rest of their lives, to see something like that happen.
Do you sometimes ask yourself, or I mean, I don't know if you're religious, I mean, do you...
Yeah, like why me? Like why our life? Like why did I have to get, dealt with the cards I got dealt with, like, and everybody's like, be strong, like it only happens to the strong ones, but like, how long can you be strong?
But she is strong, finding strength in raising her boys, reminding them of their grandma, how she loved her kids, and how she would have loved them. Unfortunately and sadly and tragically, Ashley lost her life to domestic violence this week. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, help is available and you are not alone. Right here in Toledo, there are resources ready to support you. The YWCA of Northwest Ohio offers a 24-hour crisis hotline, emergency shelter, legal advocacy, and support services for survivors. You can call them anytime at the number on your screen. You can also find more information and additional resources by dialing 211 for United Way or visiting ToledoPolice.com under the Victims Resources tab.